How much did Gov get through today, and where's he at?
Gov, he didn't do much today, and that wasn't the plan for him. But he's getting better each day, and the aim is for him to be able to run around at captain's run and be right to go.
Is he progressing the way that you'd hoped? Is it the way that he's progressed? Has it done anything to build confidence in the player, or has it done anything to dampen your confidence in him?
No, from what I understand, he's progressing as we had hoped, and he'll be right to go up for captain's run and have a run around and be right to go.
There was a bit of scuttlebutt around Melbourne yesterday, but that he might have has fractured ribs or broken ribs. Can you put that to bed for us?
No, I think the report's been he's had a hip pointer, and yeah, that's what Gov's had. And he's had a few of them throughout the year, and he's had to manage them, and yeah, that's what it is.
So is there any doubt at all that he'll play?
No, not from what I understand. He's progressing well, and we want him right to have a run around at the captain's run, and yeah, he'll be right to go.
So Jamie, essentially it's just that he can't run at this stage. You need to build him up for an extra round for that.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone has had a hip pointer, but they're pretty painful, and yeah, he's had a few of them, and it wasn't our intention to have him at training today and progress him and get through to that final session and then get it moving, and yeah, he's managed them before, so yeah, we're confident he'll be fine.
Can you wear a guard on that at all? Can you put anything there to protect him during the game?
Yeah, I suppose you can. I don't think the guard's going to help you throughout the week, but come game day to protect it from another hit, I suppose you can, but I'm not in the medical profession, so I'm not sure.
How does he go playing through pain, Jamie? He seems to be sore a fair bit, Gov. It looks like it doesn't affect him too much.
Yeah. No, he, as you saw, he got it pretty early last week, and he managed to fight through until he got put on ice. So yeah, he's pretty tough, and he's really competitive. So I'm sure come grand final day he'll find that competitive instinct, and he'll be able to fight through.
Is captain's run going to be at the G on Friday, Jamie?
Yeah, for a closed session at the G, we'll have a run around, which will be a great opportunity.
And how was training overall today? Did you get what you wanted out of it?
Yeah, it was obviously a solid hit out on the weekend, but yeah, we got what we wanted out of the session. We've kept things pretty normal, and to be honest, the session that we've done, we've probably done it at least a dozen times this year, the same sort of session. So yeah, we're happy with what we got out of it today.
Keeping things normal, does that help? Do you think, I mean, it's such a big build-up and hype over in Melbourne. You guys are a little bit removed from it. Do you think that helps the guys just with the preparation this week?
Yeah, it's been quite low-key, and there's been a bit of calmness about the whole club, really. And at training, it was a closed session, but you'd think there might have been some people around, but it could have been November, really, today when we were out there. So yeah, we've had a real role-driven process focus throughout the whole year, and yeah, nothing's going to change, and that's the way we're approaching this week.
Has it been much different to 2015 preparations?
Yeah, I think the club as a whole learnt from that, because being interstate, there's the actual game, but then there's the event, the travel, getting tickets for friends, families, accommodation, flights, all that sort of stuff. So the club has learnt from that experience, and as have the players. And like I said, there's been a bit of calmness about it. So yeah, it feels different, and you've got to accept all those things that come. But then our focus on our training and individuals' focus points and our prep for the game hasn't changed.
A lot of your young guys have got young families, guys like Lee Rolled in, Liam Ryan, and Jack is a bit older, I guess. Do you feel like that's helped in having that calmness around this time of year? I guess a young bloke playing a prelim final, booking a spot in the grand final would be pretty easy to get hyped up. Do you feel like the fact that they go home and they're not superstar football player, they're just dad, does that help in delivering that calmness?
Potentially. Yeah, all of us who have got children know that you've got to be able to adjust and adapt on the run, and yeah, we've got a lot of boys with young families around, so maybe that helps them keep them grounded, and I suppose it just gives you that little bit more maturity too, because you've got that bit of responsibility, so potentially that's a factor.
On that note, Adam Simpson seems to have a pretty good work-life balance. Is that something he instills in his players, and I guess does that translate on the field?
Yeah, Simo, he's very calm in the way he goes about things, and he has got a great balance, and He's really tried to make this place a real sanctuary for the guys. There's a lot of external noise out there, and even though it has been a bit calmer here in WA, when the boys come into the club, they know what they're here for, and he really created that sanctuary. So yeah, it does come from the top, and he's really led by example in that area.
Rioli and Ryan will be playing their first grand final amongst others. How do you think they'll handle the occasion?
Well, they've handled the first two finals pretty well. We've been really pleased and impressed the way they've gone about it. They've brought their energy and enthusiasm to the game, but we've been also impressed with what they've been able to do off the ball, and from a structural compliance point of view, they've been fantastic. So it is an exciting opportunity for the boys, and they've made the most of their opportunities in the two finals, and like I said, we've been really proud and really impressed with the way they've gone about it.
Some players seem to thrive on the big stage. Do you get the impression that they're that type as well?
The boys, they do like the attention, and they do like a celebration, and they haven't been phased. But like I said, it's the whole group are in a good spot where we've got our team focuses, but they're all got individual focuses, and they're really clear on what their roles are, and hopefully they can execute them game day.
Willie's lapping it up, isn't he? I mean, at training on Monday, he was high-fiving the fans as he was running around the ground in the warm-up. Do you encourage that sort of behaviour? Do you let them do what's natural to them? Yeah,
I think internally and at the club, everyone wants to accept and care what we all bring, and we've all got something different. And I love the time that Willie does give to the supporters, and he does lap it up, and that's his personality. We don't encourage anyone to act any different, and if that's the way he wants to go about it, that's great for Willie. And I'm really impressed with the time that he does give all the supporters, because it was fantastic having 15,000 people here, and they've made an effort. I had friends from Kalgoorlie that come down just to watch training, so it's important that our players do respect that, and Willie does definitely, so yeah, good on him.
First 10 or 15 minutes, every grand final's always intense and everyone's really nervous and on edge. What do you say to young guys just about their focus points and handling that first 10 or 15 minutes and getting those nerves out of the system?
Yeah, it sounds boring and cliche, but we've spoken about those things. We've got leaders, we've got young guys in every single line, but we've also got leaders in all lines, so hopefully they'll be able to help each other out. But that is the purpose of team focuses and individual focuses, that they can bring themselves back to that when under pressure. So yeah, there's nothing really to say. It's just that make sure you're clear on what your role is, and when under pressure, you just got to go back to that, to whatever those focus points are.
Jamie, you work closely with JK. What have you made of his return? He seems to be building. He's had some big moments already in the finals so far. Yeah,
he's missed a lot of footy this year, but I think we've said it before, he's a real pro. He knows his body really well. He's had several pre-seasons under his belt, so he probably doesn't need that base of training that other players need. So he knows what he has to do at training. He's never in every single drill, but he finds a way. He knows what to work on. He studies his opposition really well. So he's had some big moments, and I think that last time we played Collingwood, Gold State did a good job on him, but he probably had some missed opportunities himself. And as we saw against Melbourne, he come out and he threw himself at every contest and had a massive impact on the game for us. So yeah, he's excited about this opportunity as well, but he's like all others. He knows what his role is, and that's to give a contest, and if he's not winning it, bring it to the ground and bring the others into the game. And I think that's been the beauty about the forward line, that we're not relying on JK to have to kick 6 or 7 to win games. So he's pretty clear on that.
Did you do much training today in terms of preparing to play on the G?
We trained at Lathlane, which we've got 2 ovals out there. One's the size of the MCG, so that's been really beneficial for the playing group and the coaches to be able to train on the width, because it is different. It's not quite as long, but it's a lot wider, so there's a lot more space, one, to use the ball, but also to have to defend. So yeah, we've trained out there, and we've done that for the other 2 games we've played at the G this year.
Doesn't seem to be, I don't know, in past years gone past, there's possibly been question marks around the Eagles' ability to play the MCG. You won both your games this year, and most people don't seem to have you as favourites. There doesn't seem to be those question marks around the G. That's kind of, with that, the ability to play on the G, is that kind of nice?
Yeah, I think not just the G, but I think our away form's been pretty good this year, and I think from the start of pre-season we've actually had to move around. We've trained at 3 or 4 different places, and we've had to adjust and adapt on the run, and having the MCG to train on, the size, has helped. I think this new stadium, playing in front of 60,000 people each week, has been a big bonus as well. So potentially you don't get overawed by the occasion because you're just doing it week in, week out. So there's a few different factors. But yeah, I think the boys are confident enough going out and playing on the G. And last time we played there, they played a good brand of footy. So all those potential factors.
Have you spoken, or has Darling or Kenny spoken to you particularly about getting a second or getting another chance at a grand final after their 2015 showing?
No, not really, not specifically. There's learnings from that, and I think, like I said earlier, the whole club have had learnings about that experience. And I don't know externally if people have been aware, but there has been that sense of calmness about the way the players are going about it. But we've noticed that the difference this year from last year in the maturity of the group and their understanding of what their roles are and the process throughout the week and then game day. So it's not about 2015. I think it's just about this year and what we've been able to do week in, week out, and we're trying to treat it like another game. I know it's a big game, but internally it sounds boring, but that's what the boys are doing, and that's what we're doing as a footy club.
That forward line is very talented, Jamie.
Yeah.
So many options. And how much have you enjoyed working with them?
Yeah, it's been very enjoyable. You've got the old boys who have been around a while, in JK and JD and Lecker and Cripper to an extent, but I think they've enjoyed it more than I have. They've really been energised by the young and enthusiasm that's come into the group, and I think it's a bonus now. We're not relying on 1 or 2 guys to really stand up and kick the goals. Obviously they need supply by the midfield, which is really important, and they got that the other day. But yeah, there's more to just having that one target in JK. They've got multiple threats, and that's exciting. And I've just been proud of the way the boys are going about it, in particular Joshy and Lek, who's had some young guys who have come in the team, and you could potentially feel threatened by it all, but they've embraced it. They're really helping the young boys out, and I think they're also getting help the other way. So yeah, it's exciting.
Does it look at this point like there's going to be any hard luck stories this week from a selection point of view? But yourself, your experience in 2006, have you spoken to any of the guys about that sort of stuff and understanding what it's like to be there as a player this week? Or?
No, not really. Sometimes you can share your experiences, which is important as a coach, but sometimes you talk to the boys and they, come on, we've got it under control. So no, and yeah, I'm walking down to match committee straight after this, so unfortunately, I don't know if I would fill you in, but I can't give you too much on match committee decisions as yet.
Gafford, Nick, Nat, and Brad, those guys who, at least on paper, are probably in the best 22. How have they been this week?
Yeah, they've been great. They've been game day. They've had a role. Nick's been working down with the rucks, and Chef and Gaffy were up in the box the other day. So yeah, they've been really supporting. They've just been wanting to help out where they can, whether it's with the mids or with the backs and the rucks. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be hard for them at some point on game day, but at this stage they're just trying to be positive around the group, because they want everyone else they don't want anyone feeling sorry for them. They're being positive and doing what their role around the club.